Today, we're digging into something truly powerful, Hanuman's blueprint. It's this ancient guide for taking on those massive, seemingly impossible goals that we all face in our lives.
You know the feeling, right? You're standing at the bottom of a mountain, looking up at a goal that's so huge, so intimidating, that your brain just screams, nope, not even gonna try. We have all been there. It's a completely human feeling. And in our world, that mountain can look like a lot of different things. It could be a crushing amount of debt, or maybe it's a massive project at work that just feels endless. It could be a huge life goal, like totally changing your career, or even just the slow, grinding battle of overcoming burnout. These are our modern oceans to cross.
But what if I told you there's a timeless framework for tackling these exact kinds of challenges? A blueprint left behind by a hero who, literally moved mountains.
Okay, so let's get into it. The whole strategy really comes down to three core pillars. First, taking that big leap of faith. Second, focusing like an absolute laser beam. And third, fueling the whole thing with a purpose that's bigger than just you. This is the Hanuman blueprint.
So our journey starts with the first and maybe the most famous pillar, the leap. And this is all about finding a kind of courage that goes way beyond simple logic.
So in the story, right, Hanuman had to leap across an entire ocean to get to the island of Lanka. I mean, logically, that's impossible. So the first step for us is to figure out, what's your Lanka? What is that one goal in your life right now that just feels completely, totally out of reach?
And here's the absolute key. Hanuman's real power didn't come from calculating the odds or thinking about the physics of it. It came from this deep inner belief. The physical jump, that was actually the easy part. The real victory, the first victory, was breaking that mental barrier inside his own head that was screaming, "This is impossible." He just decided, "I can," and that decision changed everything.
So how do we actually use this? Well, instead of getting paralyzed by the sheer size of the ocean in front of you, just identify the very first small, courageous step you can take. It's not about suddenly becoming fearless. It's about making the decision to take that first jump.
All right, let's move on to the second pillar, because this is how it all builds. Once you've actually made that leap, how in the world do you keep that momentum going? Well, you do it through an intense, unwavering focus.
Now this is where the ancient story just slams right into our modern lives. See, Hanuman had to face down actual demons and all these temptations trying to pull him off his mission. We face something just as powerful. It's a constant, 24/7 war for our attention.
And just look at the difference here. It's night and day. Hanuman had one single mission, and he blocked out everything else. We're juggling a million app notifications, endless social feeds, constant email alerts, all of it just scattering our energy. His determination wasn't just raw power, it was methodical. He teaches us that real strength is in sustained, singular focus.
So here's a little challenge for you, something you can actually try. Give the single tasking challenge a shot. For just 1 hour, pick one important thing you need to do. Turn your phone off, like completely off. Close all the extra tabs, get rid of every single distraction you can. You will be amazed at how your productivity just skyrockets when your focus is truly undivided.
And that brings us to the final, and I think the most powerful pillar of them all, the purpose. This is the secret fuel source that makes your energy, your resilience, feel practically limitless.
Think about it. Hanuman's incredible strength. It wasn't for himself. He wasn't doing it for personal glory. It was all in service of Rama, a cause he believed in with every fiber of his being. So that forces us to ask ourselves, who or what is our Rama? What's the greater purpose behind our own impossible task? Is it for your family, your community? Is it for a mission you believe in?
And this, right here, is the ultimate shield against burnout. Because when your motivation isn't just about some temporary personal win, it becomes rock solid. You're plugging your daily grind into something so much bigger, something that feels eternal. And that gives you a source of energy that your ego alone could never provide.
Oh, and here's a really important insight. Purpose rarely happens in a vacuum. I mean, even Hanuman had an army. He had a support system. His success was only possible because of his network. So remember, you don't have to go on this journey all by yourself. Your support system is a huge part of your strength. Okay, so let's pull this all together. When you combine the leap, the focus, and the purpose, what you get is your very own Hanuman blueprint, a framework for building a truly unbreakable spirit.
So, number 1, you take the leap by shattering that mental barrier first. Number 2, you apply that laser-like focus by declaring war on distraction. And number 3, you find your purpose by connecting all that work to a cause that is way bigger than your own ego.
You know, the really powerful thing to realize here is that you don't have to go searching for some new, revolutionary secret to success. The ultimate masterclass in resilience, in how to achieve the impossible, it's already here. It's been here for thousands of years, right inside this ancient wisdom. It's time for us to actually use it.
So that leaves us with one final question. As you look at your own Lanka, at your own impossible goal, which one of these pillars are you going to put into practice this week? Is it the leap, the focus, or the purpose? The choice is yours, and your journey to conquering the impossible, it starts right now.